Hi guys, welcome back to Manga Mono. Anime begins with our boy Matsukawa having a nice breakfast when Sakura suddenly arrives and begs to join him. However, unlike normies like you and me, she's not the bacon and eggs kind of person and prefers her breakfast in liquid form. It seems her favorite is the sticky kind of organic homemade yogurt which Matsukawa has been generously providing her recently. Her presence in the room sends chills down Matsukawa's spine because he knows what she is after. He tries to get out of the pinch by suggesting she eat breakfast later. However, Sakura declines because they are behind time. Just like that, she summons his sword hero and shows off her karaoke skills to inspire it to create her favorite organic yogurt.
美味しそうね。私もいただけるかしら。
今は食事中なので後じゃダメですか？
ダメよ。遅刻しちゃうでしょ。
もう少しですから。
Matsukawa's mind goes blank as he struggles to control the culture that is rapidly rising within him. Guys, before we continue this recap, please don't forget to like and leave your comment about this anime. And now, I leave you to continue watching. Matsukawa used to live alone until Sakura moved in with him recently. Ever since then, he has been her supplier of fresh, homemade organic yogurt energy drinks. So, how did such a dreamlike situation happen? Well, it all began a few days ago when he asked her for a meeting to discuss how they should handle some of their projects. Sakura looks like the gloomy type, and she gave Matsukawa the chills when she stared at him. However, what he didn't expect was that she would suddenly suggest that they meet in his place that day. It was quite shocking to Matsukawa, because he was the kind of guy that is usually ignored by ladies. Moreover, when he invited her over, he thought that it would be a nice, normal meeting. But it seems that Sakura had something else in mind all along. The moment they enter his house, she immediately tackles him to the ground. She then summons his sword hero so she can show off how quickly she can perform squats while maintaining perfect form. Matsukawa easily found himself helpless against her, and he couldn't help but let out cultural sounds while Sakura was focused on her rapid squats. It was at this time that she revealed she was a demoness that feeds on culture. After the revelation, Matsukawa loses control and passes out after accidentally spilling a serving of his organic, homemade yogurt energy drink. Due to the quality of Matsukawa's fresh yogurt drink, Sakura moved into his house the next day to keep getting more of it, and has basically considered him as her primary supplier. Back in the present, she shows off her karaoke skills on his sword hero to get her morning dose of his fresh yogurt energy drink. Matsukawa can't help but let out cultural sounds because he's overwhelmed by Sakura's pro-level karaoke skill. Of course, when the time is right, she makes sure to drain every drop of his yogurt supply that morning. What a great way to start the day if you'd ask me. Later that day, Matsukawa is asked by Yomasawa if he is close with Sakura. She claims that she saw them in the morning and wonders if they have some type of relationship. Matsukawa is shocked and gets nervous since he does not want anyone to find out that Sakura lives with him. With this in mind, he gives an excuse to reduce Yomasawa's suspicions, and it somehow works. Yomasawa then tries to ask him if he's free for the weekend. But before she realizes it, Matsukawa has already been spirited away. Yomasawa has a mental breakdown because she missed her shot, and she's confused as to why he would suddenly disappear like Goku whenever his wife has a new baby. What she doesn't know is that he was actually dragged away by Sakura so she could get her afternoon dose of his yogurt energy drink. That evening, even if Matsukawa has just finished dinner, Sakura gives him no time to rest since she needs him to replenish her energy. She uses her airbags to suffocate his sword hero until it accidentally spills a fresh serving of his organic homemade yogurt energy drink. She then savors every last drop of it and asks Matsukawa for appreciation, not caring at all if he still even has the strength to do so. Fortunately, Matsukawa's energy tanks are still full and takes the opportunity to repeatedly appreciate her apple pie so he can burn off calories and maintain his fitness. Of course, when the time is right, he delivers a direct deposit of his organic homemade yogurt energy drink and passes out face first on her airbag. 3 weeks have passed since Sakura started living with him, and it's safe to say that Matsukawa's life has become something that many of us only dream of. One day, while it rains, Sakura's appetite for yogurt energy drinks increases, making her relentlessly show off her karaoke skills on Matsukawa's sword hero. She makes him lose control and spill a sizable serving of his organic homemade yogurt energy drink within 2 minutes. Surprisingly, Matsukawa's sword hero stays in rage mode despite reaching its limit a few seconds ago. It seems it now won't calm down unless Sakura makes it spill its yogurt drink at least twice daily. As you'd expect, Sakura shows off her rapid squatting skills and makes Matsukawa deliver another serving of his yogurt energy drink. This time, Sakura ends the cultural exercise and thanks him for the wonderful meal. After the rain stops, Sakura joins him on a stroll. On the way, they bump into Yomisawa again, who looks shocked to see them together. However, Matsukawa then comes up with a lie to make her feel less suspicious of them. Later, during lunch break, Matsukawa appreciates Sakura's apple pie and gives her an afternoon dose of her favorite yogurt energy drink. During that time, Sakura lets out plenty of loud cultural sounds, so Matsukawa tells her to keep it down so they don't attract unwanted attention. Sakura explains she can't do that because his sword hero is too strong. Hearing this delights Matsukawa so much that he reaches his limit break quicker than expected. A few days later, Matsukawa wakes up on a bus and finds Yomisawa showing off her karaoke skills on his sword hero. He is shocked, but the innocent-looking lady tells him to be quiet. She then reveals that she knows about his secret dealings with Sakura, and also mentions that she is a demoness like her that feeds on cultured yogurt. Deep down, she has always wanted Matsukawa's cultural energy, but Sakura was a problem. Now, she takes the opportunity to make his sword hero give up a fresh serving of its organic homemade yogurt energy drink. In the end, Matsukawa passes out but wakes up shortly and finds Sakura beside him. Seeing her there makes him think that what happened with Yomisawa was just a dream, but it certainly wasn't. That evening, Sakura wears a highly cultural outfit to inspire Matsukawa for their next cultural appreciation session. It is super effective, and Matsukawa's sword hero immediately enters rage mode when he sees her. He then immediately lets her suffocate it with her airbags, and coupled with the forbidden power of friction, Sakura easily makes Matsukawa shower her with her favorite yogurt drink. Despite reaching his limit break already, Matsukawa goes on to appreciate her apple pie until it uncontrollably overflows with its caramelized juices. The cycle of appreciation continues non-stop for several hours until both of them eventually pass out of exhaustion. After a few days of surviving Sakura's near-insatiable cultural appetite, a lady named Akazono visits Matsukawa's house looking for her. Upon seeing Akazono, Matsukawa freaks out a bit because he's surprised that someone knows Sakura is living with him. However, he quickly regains his composure and offers her some tea while she waits for Sakura. After that, he accidentally glances at Akazono's airbags and becomes uncomfortable because it makes the culture within him rise. He then gives an excuse that he wants to use the bathroom so that he can use the forbidden power of friction to calm his enraged sword hero. Akazono smiles when he walks away because she knows what he's about to do. Matsukawa is then shocked when she also enters the bathroom and grabs a hold of his sword hero.
ついでに一発抜いて。
一人で射精してしまうんですか?
Akazono claims that she would have happily given him an extra hand if he just told her about it. She also adds that the real reason she visited their house is so she too can extract his legendary yogurt energy drink. Hearing this shocks Matsukawa a lot, and he realizes she is also a demoness just like Yomisawa and Sakura. Ekizono quickly makes the culture within him go out of control by giving him a surprise CPR. After that, she shows off her karaoke skills on his sword hero until he can't stop letting out cultural sounds. Matsukawa admits that Sakura isn't on the same level as Akazono in terms of their karaoke skills, and because of that, he reaches his limits in no time and spills a fresh serving of his organic homemade yogurt. Since she can't get enough of it, Akazono continues to show off her karaoke skills again so she can get another serving. When done, she assumes the forbidden stance and allows Matsukawa to appreciate her apple pie. However, she wasn't prepared for how powerful his sword hero was. As a result, she fills the room with plenty of loud cultural sounds while Matsukawa repeatedly appreciates her apple pie. It goes on until he reaches his limit break, but Akazono begs him not to spill his yogurt drink yet. Fortunately, he manages to hold things down and wait for the perfect time to make his delivery. Of course, when he does, Akazono's mind goes blank as she steps on a million Legos. Suddenly, Sakura enters the room with Yomisawa, and they are shocked to see what the two are up to. To assert her dominance, Sakura goes as far as exposing her secret with Matsukawa, including the fact that she is a demoness that feeds on his cultural energy. Yomisawa gets frustrated and attempts to leave the house. Little does she know that Sakura has other plans for her. It seems she has taken a liking to her, so she gives her a surprise CPR before she can get a chance to leave the house. Initially, Yomisawa was hesitant, but it didn't take long for her to change her mind because of Sakura's amazing CPR skills. Just like that, she surrenders to her cultural energy and allows her to show off her apple pie mukbang skills. Matsukawa's jaw drops when he sees what Sakura and Yomisawa are up to. Meanwhile, Akizono does not seem bothered since she knows what Sakura is trying to accomplish. Instead, she reveals her highly cultural outfit and uses it to make the fire of culture within Matsukawa blaze out of control. As expected, Matsukawa's sword hero enters enraged mode, so she immediately tries to suffocate it with her airbag. With the help of the forbidden power of friction, Akizono makes Matsukawa's mind go blank and accidentally delivers a fresh serving of his organic homemade yogurt drink. Once that's done, she begs for appreciation, but Sakura intervenes. This time, Sakura is kind of annoyed since Akizono likes to go after other people's yogurt suppliers. On the other hand, she has already finished stirring Yomisawa's apple pie and tells Matsukawa to appreciate it because it's ready. At first, Matsukawa seems hesitant since it's his first appreciation session with Yomisawa. However, he quickly summons the courage to move forward when she gives him wonderful words of encouragement and skills on his sword hero. It doesn't take long for her mind to go blank as she makes Matsukawa reach his limit break in no time. Sakura then gives Matsukawa CPR to prevent him from spilling his fresh yogurt drink a little too early. It works for a while, but eventually, it isn't enough, and he ends up spilling a fresh serving of his organic homemade yogurt drink in Yomisawa's apple pie. While Yomisawa struggles to regain her composure, Akizono takes advantage of the situation and shows off her karaoke skills on Matsukawa's sword hero. She aims to take whatever remains of his fresh organic homemade yogurt drink, all for herself. However, Matsukawa's cultural energy causes her to show off her rapid squatting skills to him. Of course, Matsukawa reaches his limit again and spills another serving of his organic homemade yogurt. Even after that, the three continue to ask him for more appreciation. It was at that moment that Matsukawa realized it might have been a big mistake to let the three ladies into his house. And guys, please in the end, don't forget to support us with a like for the video and algorithms say you will like this videos.